He ran around the big maze and saw broken toys everywhere. Tony ran faster than usual. It was because of the new superhero tights. Eventually, he came to a large door. He heard a loud boom coming from the other side. Tony peeked through the keyhole to see what was inside. Was it an ugly monster? No. Was it a scary ghost? No. Was it a cute brown puppy with a green compass collar wagging his tail? Yes. Wait a minute. A little brown puppy with a green compass collar. Could it be? It was! Tucker had changed into a real puppy after going through the swirl of green and yellow smoke. Tony pushed the large door open. His superhero tights gave him super pushing power. He was ready to get Tucker back. Tucker saw Tony and started to run toward him. But suddenly, boom! Before they could meet, a large green foot slammed down in between them. Tony looked up and saw a big disgusting beast. It was grimy, slimy, and ugly. This horrible monster looked like a dinosaur with its green scales, big ugly nose and sharp teeth. It wore black glasses and smelled like a dirty diaper. It could only be one thing: the Toyminator. The Toyminator turned and looked at Tony. It threw a slobbery block at him. Tony used his shield to block it. Next, the Toyminator tried to scratch Tony with his sharp claws. Tony used his sword to stop the attack. After that, the Toyminator spun around quickly to attack Tony with his long, scaly tail. Tony jumped over the swinging tail. He wanted to attack the Toyminator, but it was just too big. Tony needed a plan. Just then, Tony thought of the best way to beat the Toyminator. He had practiced this move many times before. Super Nuclear Spinorama Windmill Sweeper Kick. He knocked the Toyminator down and scooped up Tucker. Together, they ran out of the big room and back into the maze. Tucker had a green compass on his collar that started to spin. It was showing them the way back to the smoky green spiral. The Toyminator stood up and chased Tony and Tucker. The heavy footsteps made a loud boom when they hit the ground. The Toyminator got close and blew a long stretch of fire at Tony and Tucker. The special cape kept them safe. Tony and Tucker found the green and yellow swirling smoky spiral. They jumped into it just as the Toyminator was trying to take a nibble of them. Tony and Tucker quickly flew back through the tunnel and arrived safely under the bed. All of the special items changed back to normal, and the swirl of green and yellow smoke disappeared. Tony quietly crawled into his bed just before his parents came in to wake him up. His mom said, "Good morning," and smiled. His dad said, "Good morning," and stared at the torn blanket. Tony smiled, and Tucker winked.